it up.
Right.
Because those animals will turn on you.
Yeah.
And so that's the way I see it with humans. If a human is flaring and they're foaming at the mouth and they're spewing hatred, the wisdom in me says, step away. Let them find their calm space. And it might be in an hour, or it might be in a year, or a lifetime. That's up to that soul, because some people will harbor hate for a lifetime, and some will quickly have awareness come in and realize, oh God, what have I done?
Yep.
And the key is to, when you get that, oh God, what have I done? To really forgive yourself, but right then go and rectify things. Like, go and say you're sorry to that person that you were hateful for. Go and apologize. But this is the big drama, I think, in our human consciousness, is that everyone's so freaking prideful that, grandma's sitting over there like, back in 1920, that woman did me wrong. And so they sit there angry for a lifetime about some bullshit that happened in 1920. And honestly, I'm sure it was really important back then. But the point I'm making is there's a point where if you know at some level you were participating and you were hurtful, you lied to people, you had no integrity and you caused harm, rather than have shame and feel bad about what you did to the point that you just keep doing it because you have to dig your heels in now you have to convince yourself they're the enemy and they're evil. It's so much more empowering to go, wow, what have I done? Like, I've totally caused harm to people that were loving to me.
Mm-hmm.
I could say I'm sorry and I could make things right. That takes courage. Or I could just go and continue to say how evil they are and slander their name. That's pretty easy, and that doesn't take any courage at all. That's what a lot of fear and weakness would choose.
Right.
Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not what I'm about. And that's why I feel like I have to speak this. And I know a lot of souls, like last night in the workshop, they were like, thank you, Tanya, so much for saying this, because they were like, how do I handle that? Because that happens in my life. It's amazing how many of these women have had bullying situations happen to them. And I'm sure like men go through it as well. Like maybe at work, someone's bullying them or heckling them. And it's just ridiculous. I don't understand why we would want to continue that, because it's so hateful. And when we get upset when children are bullying other children, I can promise you that they're learning that from somebody, and it's probably the adults in their life. So we got to shift that.
That's exactly
so I was going to read a card before we end. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it very good. It's kind of a glare.
Tilt it.
Tilt it. Maybe if I'm not so close.
Yeah, like that. Tilt more. Yeah, tilt more. Okay, that's good.
Boom, there it is. Okay, it's called Hear the Yellow Tiger Mother, and it's from my Kuan Yin deck. Sometimes we must be strong and hold true whilst all around us seems to be shifting and changing. Is that not the perfect card for today? Seriously, I drew this card and I'm like, holy shit, that is confirmation that I'm supposed to speak truth about that. So, thank you. So the Yellow Tiger Mother, Kuan Yin, in her guardian role, is roaring her divine sound within you. Oh, indeed she is. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light, and even whilst you are in flow with universal forces, your strong roots help you to be at peace with your truth, standing your ground whilst your light shines true. And that's like what I'm mirroring to all of you today, is that, yeah, it takes courage. I'm up here on an internet show where this could go to whoever, and I'm not afraid of it because I'm in my truth. If I was afraid, I would go and cower and hide because I don't want you guys to think maybe Tanya has some tension in her life. I'm a human being as well, and tension comes in my life. What I hope to do is show you how you can handle it. That's what I want to be a leader of, is that light, and that we have the ability to shine brighter when darkness comes. We don't have to retreat and dim our light. I feel like that's what we have to heal. So many of us are taught to dim our light around insecure beings who would like to take from our light, and that is not going to help this planet anymore. We have to shine brighter and have the courage to speak back to these beings so that more, disasters don't happen on the planet. Like when I think of like what happened with the Holocaust, That is a lot of people ignoring stuff. Like, there is no way that could go down without a lot of people dimming their light and ignoring their power. Think about that. And I have no intention to create that again on this planet. So no matter what's going on, we each have the ability to speak truth right away, or to just kind of hold it back, and let that darkness intimidate us and let it cause us fear so that we start forgetting who we are. That's not the best idea. In our surrender to divine forces, there are times when we must be flexible and flow, and then there are times when the surrender is into holding strong and being true to our inner knowing. There is inner truths that we know are worthy of the effort to grow strong enough to honor them in our lives, no matter how we must honor them. These are the truths of kindness, compassion, and the right of each individual being to be spiritually free, loved, and more. The yellow tiger mother sounds her roaring note within you. She is a fierce, protective tigress, and yellow is her golden strength and wisdom. And when I think of this card, I really channel Archangel Ariel a lot. And Archangel Ariel also shows up as a golden energy, and she is all about like roar, the lioness of God. She's here to speak truth. So I feel like this tiger, yellow tiger mother and Archangel Ariel, same energy, same vibration. She urges you to listen for her sound within and trust yourself. You know when you need to stand your ground and not be swayed. Like I just showed you. I felt that today and I honored it. I felt how much that needed to happen. You are more powerful, strong, and courageous than you may realize. Your strength is not stubbornness or resistance. It is in holding firm to what you feel in your heart to be true, and in time, you will come to realize the wisdom of your courage. Your strength at this time is needed, like a protective shield providing nurturing to a young plant. Your strength and refusal to be dissuaded from your truths, helps your dreams and higher path continue to manifest. So think about if we're afraid to challenge, our parents because they want us to go to college to be a doctor, and we don't want that, then we're not going to have a powerful life if we go in a direction that doesn't feel right to us. We have to have the courage to roar our truth, even if others may not like to hear it. And that is the path to having a happy life. We have to really know ourselves. Allow yourself to hear the yellow tiger mother as she gifts you with power, strength, and knowing. Be brave and stay true to yourself, beloved. And I am so mirroring that to you guys because in my life, so many times I've had to get comfortable with standing on my own. So many times where I realize I'm never really alone, but there are times where in my movie it may seem like all the family are turning from me, or the whole church is turning on me because I dare challenge something they believe in, or, like in this system, the situation, the whole healing community ultimately could be all turning against me. I don't give a shit. If they're going to turn against me, they show me who they are. And me standing in my power, I show them who I am. That takes courage to not worry if you're accepted by the crowd. And that's what we all could get so strong from, is not to worry about, does the community accept me? What if they ostracize me because I speak my truth and I don't, bow to them? Don't worry about that. Be true to yourself and you will find your power and you will find the people you're meant to connect with. I promise you. Let's see. Okay, so hearing yellow tiger mother. If you cannot do this exercise physically, then you may like to visualize doing the exercise instead. Stand with your feet on the floor, firmly grounded. Rock lightly on your feet, which is so funny. I just did this in yoga tonight with one of my students right before the show. Feeling where all four corners of the feet connect with the floor and then bounce a little without lifting your feet fully off the ground. Really feel your connection and your weight on the ground through your feet. Place your right hand on your solar plexus, so your stomach area, solar plexus, just below your rib cage, and your left hand on your upper chest, and say aloud, I am a courageous being of light. And so if any of you want to do that with me right now, put that hand on the heart, the other hand on your belly. I am a courageous being of light. I am in alignment with universal forces, and truth is my highest powerful ally. I do not need to force or defend. I will simply remain steadfast in my truth now and always through my own free will. I hear the sound of the yellow tiger mother, Kuan Yin, within my being emerging now. So this is like you are not just wishing you could be powerful. I am courageous being of light. That is you stepping in with presence and power. That is all that is needed. You don't have to go attain anything. You don't need to prove yourself. Do it now. Step in now and watch what starts to shift. And then the last part of this says, if you want to give a roar, do it. So do you have any roars, Amnon? I know you got sound effects.
I know, somewhere.
He's like, damn.
Somewhere I got a roar.
So if he has a roar, he'll bring it. So stick your tongue out and feel her power within. More power to you, beloved. So like, rawr! Like in yoga, they put this like, rawr! There you go. That was it. So really, oh yeah, I like the bass of that one. So you want to give yourself permission to roar, and maybe in your life you want to stand in your power before you go face your, your boss at work, or before you go face your partner, or maybe some people at the gym are bullying you, and you need to and go speak your truth. Do it, because you are going to feel so amazing every time you speak your truth, and you're going to feel weak, and you're going to feel afraid and vulnerable every time you shy away from your truth. Every time you let them push you around, you're going to feel weaker and weaker. Stop that. That is not a good direction to go in. And the last part of this card says, it's a prayer. It says, Kuan Yin, beloved yellow tiger mother, I need courage and strength now to be true to myself and to allow my own light to take root and grow. Please nurture me with your strength of spirit so that I might realize that I have your strength within me too. It is my strength, my courageous heart. Help me, beloved, now to realize my courage and have peace in my heart. I feel the roar of your courage and the strength within me, and I realize that this is my own courage too. Thank you for helping me realize this, beloved tigress. Om Mani Padme Om. So isn't that beautiful?
Yep.
So perfect for today, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, did you have any last comments, or did anybody have any comments today?
Nope, no comments, no questions.
Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. I am teaching this Empowering the Empath training, and I'm doing it as basically like soul coaching now for clients. I have a lot of remote clients that have wanted to participate. Some of them are doing it during our workshop, and others are arranging times to do it with me one-on-one. So if any of you guys are interested in that and you want to work with me more intimately one-on-one so that you can get guidance, I have a special going where you're getting, what was my special? I just posted it the other day, 7 sessions for $555. So you save quite a bit of money if you do it in a package like that. And I feel personally that people will get more from working with me several times than just if they do like the hummingbird, come drink some and then fly away. You can come in and just do one session, but we're usually just scratching the surface of deeper things you need to work on. Kind of like, think if you go to therapy and you just go to one session, you pretty much tell them your name and part of your history, and that's it in a session. So going and investing in this and spending some time over the course of a month or two or several months. Some of my clients have mentored with me for over a year or two, and that is going to bring you a longer effect from that healing. And you're going to get those tools really where you're going to embody them more and you're going to feel more in your power. So whatever feels right to you, I honor that. But just so you guys know, I have that special running, and just contact me if you're interested in it. And I wish you all the best. Whatever you guys are dealing with, whatever is coming your way, challenging you, trying to bully you, face it and speak truth, just like I mirrored to you today. And I know that this is going to help change the world in a beautiful way if we all take our power back and we stop catering to misalignment. We have to change that. And it makes us feel so much better to be truthful and to live in our power. So I thank you guys all so much for tuning in and sharing some sacredness of your Sunday with me. And I will see you next week. Namaste.
You're
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. Our weekly lineup of call-in programs includes Computers 2K Now with Amnon Nissan, Health In,